Hello, good evening, and welcome to this edition of the program Wan On Wan, where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV. And on I know say this is a broadcast where we can do every day. Also, we can follow up on issues where can happen, where we can deal with now the Liberty Breakfast Show, where most times nothing we get to do with issues of the day and topics them where can they trend. We all know say since the incidents be happen on Sunday, Liberty Online TV don't they bring come different people in the studio for talk about this issue where government yesterday been done name am as an attempted coup. Also, the Minister of Information be make them known na the press conference to them yesterday for say whether they look at all the threshold them and all thing will happen on Sunday, then qualify and say this na attempted coup will happen. Well, Liberty Online TV this evening where they can look at this issue of this attempted coup as we don't begin to come now. We program the way we don't do from where these incidents happen up till now. And today we come at the commission, we're in a National Commission for Democracy. We all know say the National Commission for Democracy then set up for let them go up for promote democratic good governance and also work positively for the democracy in Salon we able for uphold them. And also the parts of the mission now for let them ensure say they enlighten peaceful, democratic, and just society. Also, another time then they citizen them for enjoy their civic and human rights them. But we all know say throughout this period, for me, these incidents happen. Some pattern rights and they where governments not they allow people them for use. Although themselves constitutionally the government gets rights like the curfew where they don't impose say 9 to 6 o'clock every day from 9 o'clock night to 6 o'clock in the morning a curfew. People are normally on the normal days, then can only observe their rights and they for freedom of movement and other things that we can do. But till and day now, where governments they adjust because of these incidents will happen. So today, we can at the commission, we're at the National Commission for Democracy, like I tell you now. And as you don't with the Director for Communications and Public Relations, now this commission. Good evening and welcome to Liberty Online TV. In name na Reverend Jibrila Kabo. Good evening.
Good evening and thanks for hosting me.
So I don't tell with viewers them just now, small thing, but the mission of this commission here so and we all know say una be done the work for ensure say una align with other body them where they work for protect the peace and democracy in the country. And throughout them period and day, we don't follow now. We know so don't get engagement with the public because civic education are one way on are very particular about. But we all see these incidents will happen on Sunday, and from that same day to now, plenty things don't change. Wise of people and rights them, governments, they try to put measures in place for ensure say they stabilize the peace and democracy. But in as much as that they happen, let me just know for the commission first. Where una be here say these incidents be on Sunday, the early hours. Una been shocked or from the incidents that will be done they happen previously. Everybody be on standby for this.
Well, we don't want to say everybody be on standby for this one. We've been definitely shocked because when we, even from a distance, we communicate to some of our colleagues on the phone, everybody they express some kind serious concern about what's going to happen. So, because even from official channels, we'll not be able to forget clearly waiting at the situation. Everybody was reporting, you go on social media, this one gets your own. So we were concerned, we were bothered, and for some of we, the situation actually took me by surprise. Because we said we don't come out. And noting the fact say we just don't get a peace dialogue where an agreement come from and we don't come to that point so we don't begin implement the things and we put inside the agreement there. For me to get this kind of situation, honestly for some of we, it was a big shock. But be that as it may, now the reality that they don't face with right now. And governments don't put out a notice for say it was an attempted coup. Of course, it was a failed attempted coup. Thank God for that. But we not really expect say we will go down this road again with all of what you experienced in the past. And all of the efforts we don't make sure say we push the peace business and this country go before.
So from that thing, where this shock, now not all the commission no more experience and similar thing for majority of Sierra Leoneans that we ask, we not be they expect this for come at this time. Where the commission here and they waiting una don't put as first step for ensure say public education day around this issue, because civic education now one pound responsibility there.
In fact, since Sunday I don't do in a different programs them. Now the media, radio, television, for discuss waiting happen and how we see them. And the situation really disturbing, to say the least. We will get a situation inside the whole barracks will be attacked and try to get arms and ammunition. And going beyond that, we see we rebut engagement will lead to the loss of lives of some service personnel. But the one way really touched me to the core, and I believe say touch every Sierra Leonean who mean well for this country at the prison break. Who say then go open the main correctional center in this country within Apademba Road and release all of the inmates. Till now, honestly, me and them for recover from that situation. We see the last term, wait and say, now the jailman and SSF attempt for release themselves. We see the repercussion. This time now, it's almost unhindered. Then pull every inmate. The one that we don't convict now, the one that they go to trial, then all them pull and come on though. And we are currently faced with that situation. Apart from the aspect of the attempted coup, now we get a serious challenge in the issue of law and order in our various communities. One not forget say, some of these guys were taken out of these communities and kept in that correctional center because they were found wanting in one thing or the other. And they've gone back to those communities. You know, I see something where I don't know how to describe the level of shock. One video clip, Usail, of course, it looked like in a Bay Area. Most of them people are so we run away from we correctional center, then they try for escape. And we really people and say they direct them how to go about that. We mean say tendency they for me they even above. So the people are so we don't run away from justice. And that is serious concern for we when democracy practitioners. We will promote democratic good governance.
So for many people, when you watch that video there, you go really know say there is something missing.
Mm-hmm.
Civic education. People don't know the dangers we surround. For example, they don't go open Pademba Road maximum prison. So we get hardcore criminals. We get different people and where they keep there because they get issues with the law. Now these people are back in their community. Then they waiting at the danger. Where they see the cause for getting such kind of people in our community.
You see, make a comment more on the issue of the deficit in civic education. As a commission, we don't play our own parts. Other institutions don't play their own. But it's one thing for make you provide the education. It's another thing for make the person way forget the education, receive them, imbibe them, and work according to them. The issue of compliance is a very serious challenge. But of course, we need to do more. But I also see another element in this whole situation, say, there is a lot of mistrust or misgiving in the justice sector. In fact, you go get some people who say, some of them, they decide themselves, they're not deserved for the day. So they go look for every kind of way, how to provide them with necessary support or succor for make them escape justice. But of course, when they don't go to the community, so the danger where the people are exposed to now, the fact say those people where they may not kept behind bars for prevent them for commit more crime, they don't go back, and now they can do even worse things. Some man they go now with revenge and say, now this person let me made and can me go under. If you get away for armor, we go armor. And the issue of petty thieving, even burglary, it don't increase because now then same people and they will be go to that correctional center because of them starting crime, like say they don't go attack somebody, we go see people and become exposed to it. And now another thing again, of course, you go notice since this incident happened, we appear like say Freetown in particular and Sierra Leone in general, we all don't go into panic mode. Small thing happen, you just see people in the run. When you ask, he said, I don't know, I see people in the run, myself just begin on. Because a lot of fear don't come into the society. You know if you know what's in the happen next. And that is the danger we're involved in any kind of what don't happen in our country so. And that is why we in our NCDD say every effort should be made for make we move away from this negative path and go back to that pathway may not take we towards peace, national unity, and the kind of development we want within the context of democracy.
But then the way you talk, so move away from this path and take the turn also will be done there for move the democracy and a peaceful and just society for all. How, now the question, how Salone people for go back to that path, like you say, there's a lot of panic now, people are emotions from this experience we then get, because they don't say we know the Yeri gun sound. Just all of a sudden, Sunday early hours, begin Yeri gun sound back. How forget that reset day of the mindset?
You see, where there is a will, there is a way. We know say this situation gets that tendency for make people mean a lot of things.
Yeah.
Suspicion go there, finger pointing go there, all man go ready for talking on. But that same way, how after the election, we all talk we own. Everybody say what you get for say. And it was almost like it was never going to be possible to make we sit down and talk. And that same way they me feel say as Sierra Leoneans, we were able to sit down and talk. Even as investigations then they go on for find out the one that would be in this whole thing. And use, of course, when I really appeal for say, use due process for make sure say you bring the person to justice. We still feel say we for continue for engage each other. Already we don't establish a platform by that peace dialogue we will get not been to money. That 3-day way people can come up from outside and under the auspices of the Peace Commission, we're able to get an agreement. But we not allow that agreement there for go down the drain. But we not allow the incidents of Sunday for affect how they implement the agreement there. You know, the one that we sabi law, there is this principle we say, pacta sunt servanda, that is to say, agreements must be kept. We don't go, we don't sign the agreement. And we sign them in good faith. May we work on that. Make that they be at least the entry point we'll go for use for go back to that mode of getting peace and lasting peace for the country. The one thing I want to continue to emphasize as we did on this conversation, and any other conversation we're going to engage in around this period, now that in this whole situation, we for come out in one piece. The tendency there for make we fragment, division on day. This one gets tendency for deepening and further, but we for make a decision. Say, even when problem don't happen, we can still come together and move the country go before. Even within the context of families, which is a close-knit institution, you will still get palaver. But then we get to that point, after they make palaver and say, okay, don't you must sit down. more talk. It is still possible within the context of the governance of the state. May we find every opportunity for engage. One thing where the president said recently when he launched the Committee for Review Electoral System and electoral management bodies, he said, we now don't make a decision for institutionalized dialogue. In other words, in every of our arrangement, apart from other things that we can do, dialogue not you will not for ignore. Yes, something don't happen, we're not right. People then don't so if someone don't even lost their lives, someone don't lost livelihoods, problem don't they? But we will still look for ways and means how we can face each other and address the concerns that we will get, so that we can move together as a nation.
Talking about dialogue, and the commission seem for take that communique with political leaders and we don't sign as paramount documents on a place a lot of importance on them. And I think say equally the side of the politicians then take such documents as important as it for be, because the documents into existence, we see things like this happen on Sunday. Although right now government they do investigation for no waiting happen. We don't know outside the investigation will get for lead to, but waiting happen so on Sunday. If then kind of documents add into existence, not to today begin talk peace talk. The world don't kind of salon how many years, they don't talk peace talk for like we able to manage the peace. But we see you cannot take 10 steps ahead, but something can just happen for bring we back to zero. How important we political leaders then can take them dialogue here?
In that direction, we know say serious challenge kinde. We don't get incidents there in the past. We come up with agreement then, but after some time, then just die a natural death. I understand that kind thinking there, understand that kind of concern there, so that when we get a situation of this nature, people will begin cast doubt. They say, we don't sign. We don't even begin implement. We look what it happen. But we'll get one thing clear. Even before we get that peace dialogue, not to everybody being interested in it. But we still get a situation where the leaders them make a decision, say, therefore still come together. Leadership very important in everything. At a time like this, the leaders concerned, from the president, we now in the head, the ruling party, to the leadership of the opposition, at a time like this, we want to see the display of the sterling qualities of leadership. That USA you will look past the problem and say, we can still come together and address the concerns that we will get.
All right.
We don't start somewhere, and we not for allow the process to be truncated halfway. We foresee to the logical end.
All right. If you just join me, you watch the Wan On Wan show where they come to you live on Liberty Online TV, and don't forget to you where they watch can send me comments in the comment section and share the program so that more people will get access for watch them. As you done with Reverend Jibrila Kabo, where now the Director of Communications and Public Relations now the National Commission for Democracy, where they continue for look at the issue that happen on Sunday, where now government on title as an attempted coup. We continue with this broadcast of the program. You touch one important side where I be obviously for can reach at, we get for do with the presidency. Statements and we can come out, tell the way incidents like this can don't happen. When that incident happen, after we government pull press release them, we see President B.O.B. address the nation. Now, one of the shortest clip them, when around about 4 minutes or 5 minutes clip, also I send message to people in the country as of waiting and waiting don't happen. How far with democracy don't come. And the way it talk, now that particular national broadcast day, in body language and all, after that, we be hearing people say, the way our president talk, it's like say, well, let people come together, let we manage the peace. They call on political leaders them, they call on religious leaders them, and citizens themselves. It been so calm for encourage everybody for help for promote salon peace. We see where the ECOWAS Commission come after where the incidents happen. President make one statement where some people now seem for glad about compared to what he been talking about in nationwide address. We got for do with say if they don't win the election, but it's not like say the APC still not glady and no accept say he don't win the election. Then kind statement here, people on they say the president be don't talk fine. If we don't leave that talk there, so this way don't can talk now, go bring draw back. Because we see the APC back don't pull press release of the young concern them regarding this same September 26 issue. At this time, as a nation, what thing we need for the year?
Of course, the first message where you reference is very important at a time like this. What you want for do, and for ensure say we hold the nation together. When problem happen, suspicion can become very strong. Agreed. But when we consider the facts at the end of the day, we won't forget to that point how they resolve the problem. Certain statements them, we foresee them for the off limit. You know, Mickey always try to explain the state from the perspective or the analogy of a family. The head of any family, as even culturally accepted, na the papa, mama day, pikin and day, all the members, if the extended family, all day. The last person we for vex na the papa, because everything when it happen is centered around the leadership for able to maintain stability. I know what he mean, like where the attack now on you. If other members in the family get problem, then they look up to you for make you provide the leadership and create the atmosphere for make peace and stability return at the family. But when the attack is now against you, how you self they react as papa, it matter a lot for make people within the context of the family relate with you very well and say, okay, no matter what's going to happen, if you get suspicion, we can still sit down and talk. That is, for me, the kind of picture we see within the context of the state. And, you see, when I first get wind of that assertion, they say the president make that statement, say they blame the opposition. I try for look at the reports we come up from State House about that event day. Me look at them this way. You see, not just how the thing and they close. Of course, he say yes, there is a challenge in the opposition accepting the outcome. And they don't even go ahead and try for make peace with the opposition. But then see so they happen. So it's easy for make person interpret and for say it is saying that the opposition is responsible for the mayor. It's easy for make people interpret them. But me, they look at them from that perspective, say, yes, it the catalog or itemize the things that we don't happen, the effort we don't make for make peace day. But we still get things like this where they happen. So for me, it's not like directly pointing fingers at the opposition. Because, you see, the president's imposition is very delicate in the country. If he makes such statements and directly attack somebody, he get authority for order in arrest. But the fact say he's not done that, we mean say that statement they open to different interpretations. For me, not just the context. But the fact of the matter is that what I think he was trying to say, now that as far as me concerned, I don't make every effort for make peace day, but we still get that kind of situation where they happen. The August 10 incident. I think November there was another one. And this one now, the November 26th year, they happen. Where where somebody they express frustration. But I may not see them as a direct finger pointing at the opposition, because the president knows it. Pointing finger directly at the opposition will raise a lot of doubt about how we're going to move forward for implement them things that we will agree on. So, me want for use this opportunity for appeal to everybody concerned, even to we papa na the country, the president, say at a time like this, make a doing best for oversee the whole situation, taking away anything where go make people misconstrue am. For me, say, they attack this group of people or that group of people. Because for now, what you want, now that we will allow state machineries for do them work, and at the same time, we will pursue the path of peace through dialogue.
So for the sake of peace and democracy, opposition gets big role for play as well. In as much as they don't encourage them for going to governance, they don't start and don't begin work. But where these incidents don't be so, yes, investigation they go on, government will get for ensure say whoever they find wanting for that incident day, I believe say the law will get for taking cause. But meanwhile, we see say even where the attack may happen on Sunday, one of the people that were lost their life. Now that particular attack, we all don't see the video and the security sector self don't confirm. Now one of the close guard them to former president. If then kind of incidents here they happen, a lot of suspicion, like you've been saying earlier, they arise as to the connections, putting the dots together, waiting don't they happen so far. At this point, waiting the opposition party when at APC for the do, because then self gets role for play for ensure say salon, peace and stability able for be maintained. Waiting for the do at this point. Definitely,
APC gets a very serious role for play in this whole thing. Say LEONE to one party state, more good than the clear one. In fact, now make today we talk about democracy, and that is why this institution we may serve so relevant for make we look at we governance architecture from the perspective of pluralism and say different political parties than they, and at any given point in time, then get a role for play. If you check the Constitution, Section 35, it talk about the various functions of the political party, and one of them are for shape with political will. When things of this nature don't happen, me no say then self go ready for condemn them, and men not condemn on a backyard. Men then come na front door and condemn outright the things that would happen negative. Who said then get concerned? You're not for hesitate for reason. You mentioned an example of somebody we connected to APC, the former president, waiting happen in residence in Africa. That is a cause for serious concern. And the request now that issue should also be investigated for find out what happened, and not to for just gloss over it. Now for do a thorough investigation, and whoever is found wanting, then for bring and come to book on account of that. Make everybody know say a level playing field is created for everybody, and that fairness is at work. You see, the one thing where NCD want for advance in this whole arrangement, now that even as we they go about for investigate the concerns about things that would happen, we for members say the rule of law paramount, and the rule of law in order to encourage arbitrariness, in order to encourage lawlessness, and for make we all do waiting rights towards the state, because now in they make the state move forward. Yeah. If not for offense, if not for crime, then a society, but we still get ways and means how we they attend to their offense and then crime, then they we will not they breach the law, and at that we they appeal for say is supposed to happen so that we all will come out of this thing in one piece. All right, many thanks. So you join me today na the One on One where Liberty Online TV can bring come every evening time to people. In name na Reverend Jibrila Kabo, na the Director of Communications and Public Relations na the National Commission for Democracy. Thank you for where you talk to people. Yes, sir. Thank you for where you host me.
By this edition of One on One Golefuna, members say you for continue for share and like and follow all the Liberty Online platform them, because that way they use self go support with the game for ensure say we continue for play with your role as citizens them. We choose this as a profession for let we contribute towards national development. I want to say plenty thank you to you we watch we, you we share we, and also me engineer we make una see me at this time. Until then, Mabel Kabade, so get yourself a wonderful night and make sure say you stay safe.